And look, now Disc gets in, and DaSnaksta hops out. It's musical servers here.
Musical players, yeah.
Yeah, musical players.
Well, I think their Disc might have been adjusting a tunnel. Sometimes they use Europeans use tunnels, which provide better routing to servers.
Right.
Disc is ready to go. He's got 103 ping, which is really good. It's actually better than Blaze. So there's a click in now. I'm going to start off with Disc in the blue trunks. DaSnaksta is going to be in your red trunks on Codex, and we're starting off this best of 5 with Codex. Disc getting the flak spawn, running over to the belt. He's going to start off with a spawn that's good enough for him. Armor's still up. DaSnaksta not there. Disc is going to take the major power-ups off the map, including shock rifle and flak.
Oh, yeah, that's a big mistake. I mean, I don't know if DaSnaksta was just a little worried about Disc getting that better spawn, but, I mean, I think when you start the game off, you really need to contest something. But that's kind of DaSnaksta's style. He's a lot more passive in his dueling style. He likes to play the odds, play the better engagements.
Yeah, and on this map,
a lot of that.
On this map, he's gonna know what he's doing. He's got 24 health though, even after taking the health packs up there. As Disc knew where he was, DaSnaksta is now gonna leave his perch, gather up some health in the minigun. He's got a rocket launcher and a minigun, and I think the goo gun and a ripper to his name. Not exactly what he wants right now, but he's in position for armor. It may have been taken, and he doesn't have exact time on the power-ups. He should know just about when they were taken, because he's played this map enough to know about when they can be taken quickly. Here's the flak come up. He definitely wants that. He's going to get it. And there may be a tussle here over this belt coming up next. No, DaSnaksta is going to give up positioning on it. Tell a lie. Oh, there he goes. Fakes. Gets himself a sniper. Fakes himself out with the lift. DaSnaksta in position on Belt Ridge. He wants to stay over here. He just wants to stay away from Disc right now until he gets some armor. Gets a nice headshot. That belt is gone, but Disc is going to turn around and poke him right through that little crack. 35 health on Disc. He's in position for this belt. It's up now. Disc is going to take it. DaSnaksta is going to get time. We got a 1-0 of Disc. Armor is gone. Oh! That combo. There's armor. I lied to y'all. Disc has got the power-ups in the map again.
Yeah, Disc doing a nice job of kind of biding his time. I mean, he nearly... Ooh, that's a great headshot there at close quarters. Get himself a 2-frag lead. He's going to turn it into another spawn kill. And quickly up 3-0 off of that one. But, I mean, DaSnaksta nearly took him out in the retreat mode in that first engagement. But just Disc showing that superior aiming despite the ping disadvantage to pick up that first frag.
Yeah, 3-0 Disc. Got to be feeling good taking the lead on his enemy's map pick. Gonna feel good. I think if DaSnaksta doesn't win this one, he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble coming into Spheres. You know, you don't want to go down 2-0 in a best of 5. DaSnaksta escaping now. He's got good footwork getting away, and he's gonna have... I don't know if he actually heard that one. Rockets are gonna knock the belt off of DaSnaksta or Disc. He's gonna get the frag with a nicely placed flat cannon. All those shards connecting, taking down DaSnaksta.
I think I was smart by Disc to force the issue there. He got the belt. Knew DaSnaksta was going to be looking for that armor. As you said, he did lose the belt, but ultimately won the engagement and picked up that armor. Now he's got DaSnaksta on the ropes a little bit. Although we saw something similar in a previous kind of ping disadvantage matchup using that pulse with low ping.
DaSnaksta's alive. Ow, okay, there's the combo pop.
It's a good defensive combo by Disc. Nice placement. Going to try to position himself to pick up this next belt. Maintain this lead in that combo. Well placed. Perfect timing on the belt. Disc up 6-0 here to start DaSnaksta's map pick. This is his bread and butter map.
Yeah, armor mistimed by DaSnaksta there. He actually was trying to wait for it. Disc caught him going into that corner. It's a 7-0. There's 11 minutes remaining, basically 10:48. Plenty of time to come back in a 7-0, but it's up to DaSnaksta to break this hold. This is going to hurt a bit. The pulse is coming in, takes off the belt, down to 62-43 on Disc. The pulse is disgusting. DaSnaksta is going to get out of there with 59 health, down to 83 on Disc. They're going to meet again. The sniper rifle in the hands of DaSnaksta. He wanted a different gun. Wasn't expecting Disc so quickly. 7-0, and we're kind of evening it up here. DaSnaksta feels good enough to challenge for this belt, dies again. Dual combo. Oh no, this frag surely going to be gifted to Disc. DaSnaksta actually...
Oh, look at that. He pistons right up by him. Look at that juking by DaSnaksta. That's some interesting movement there for sure. Very creative.
Yeah, actually, watching from Disc's perspective, he heard the piston and was like, surely that was fake. And then he went back in and then actually rocketed himself on the wall. Nice frag, though, from Disc, showing that hit scan aim is on point again.
Disc looking for that rampage.
Yep, there is a belt now gone off of Disc as he landed on a pulse bubble, or a shock bubble. And really what's happened, DaSnaksta is not gathered any armor pieces in the map. He knows he needs to... He tried to go all in there to get everything off of Disc. Disc has armor and 61 health. Belt is up now. Yep.
Ooh!
DaSnaksta.
Look at that movement.
There you go, rockets connect. Belt is not gone though. There, now Belt is gone. 57 on Disc. Disc is forced to go away.
Disc had him dead to rights, but he ran out of shock. Didn't have the primary to pop the bubble.
Wow, nice shot. I don't know if that was before or after the armor was taken from DaSnaksta, but it's 10-0, 850 in this map, and Disc has been holding onto this map for a long, long time.
Much like we saw with DaSnaksta, or with Bled, Disc really favoring the shock rifle, but using it so well to just wall off his opponent.
Yeah, that was a connect from Disc on that one. This time, DaSnaksta knew Disc was going to be there. Actually knocked him down to 5.
That shock is so great to play defense with, to force your opponent to respect the... Oh, as DaSnaksta, as soon as I say that, connects with the sniper rifle as Disc comes up the elevator.
Yeah, now this is DaSnaksta's time to come back into this game. It's a little bit of pulse damage on Disc. DaSnaksta's got the beat on him, hits him once. He's got to be so low. Disc is down to 5 again for the second time this map. Vials get him up to 15, now to 20. Still, that's almost nothing as DaSnaksta has the map control. He wants to kill Disc to get all these weapons out of his hands and be able to run the map even more. This is the time to come back. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go. He can make it happen, but that combo is going to blow up his head. As Disc had the beat on where he was at. He's waiting for the armor here. That minigun's going to finish him off, and now DaSnaksta gets the armor. And as the position he's in, I would totally take that because I'm still in control. Unless I die to this flak. Nope.
Huge frag by DaSnaksta. Gets him the belt and turns it into a spawn kill onto Disc. So just like that, he's got himself 4 frags when he was being donutted, blanked up until about a minute or two ago.
Yeah, now this is... DaSnaksta's got the upper hand now. He's got the map control. Let's see how he runs it. Disc has been sitting up high with around 76 health right now. It's up to Disc to either get a frag or stay disappeared for the next 6.5 minutes. DaSnaksta taking down Disc with a nice placed headshot. Oh, if that combo had popped. I think he actually ran out of ammo.
I think this is the second time that's happened to Disc.
Oh, direct flak ball on Disc. Awards DaSnaksta the kill. Now Belt's going to go to him. I don't know if Disc is able to hear that. Disc was actually up in the rockets area, so I'm not sure if he can hear the Belt from there. Disc is opting to stay away from this armor. Gets hit in the head, down to 33. No health packs over by the sniper rifle, which sucks. He hears them spawn now. Opts to drop down low and grab the health packs underneath Belt Ridge.
DaSnaksta narrowly dodging some of those errant rockets as he picks up that flak kill with just some nice bank shots from the primary. And he's on a roll right now. I mean, he is closing the gap. This is his map pick. Surely he's starting to feel comfortable now after the early jitters of just kind of getting hit in the mouth in the start of this game by Disc.
Yep, DaSnaksta opting even to pick up his pulse right here. Goes in with it. Not the best weapon against rockets. Doesn't push the issue. It's 11-7. He's got to be feeling good. He's got time to come back. Disc is the one who's definitely sweating it. because he knows he's in the lead, but he need the lock from DaSnaksta.
Yeah, you got to worry. Once he gets it, he gets that vice grip, and he's gotten himself 3 belts in a row, and he's definitely has Disc on the back foot, on the defensive. Connects with the sniper rifle as Disc retreats up high. DaSnaksta going for it. The bank shot takes the armor as well. So his oppressive control of the power-ups continues. Narrowly dodges the rocket there.
He's going to chase. Disc isn't there. I think he had expected Disc to actually come back down that lift. DaSnaksta hanging out at Belt Ridge. Disc, by the way, is actually down by minigun, trying to stay disappeared, trying to stay gone.
And this is a smart play by Disc to be elusive at this point, but you see him there trying to contest the armor. That's a smart play, at least doing some damage and backing off. But he's actually trying to position himself to pick up this belt, which is up. And unfortunately for him, he misjudged where DaSnaksta went. If he had just made a beeline for that belt, he would have picked it up and could have broke this run that DaSnaksta is on. But now DaSnaksta just strengthens his map control with that belt pickup.
Yeah, Disc had seen the belt up and didn't know where DaSnaksta was, so he was trying to zone him off with the shock rifle. And DaSnaksta actually going aggro, coming up the lift, which is it's a bet. It's a 50-50 in this map, because if Disc wasn't comboing the lift instead, he would have been a dead man. And the flat cannon is true. 9/11. DaSnaksta. Oh, he spotted him back there. He was back there.
He's trying to maintain his vice grip control of this belt. I think he's had maybe 4 in a row at this point. He's tracing back towards the armor.
Disc is at the goo area, and he actually crawls out. Nope, he's sitting there. He's right next to the belt. I don't think he has a gun to his name. Oh! It's true! This Disc was crawling out backwards and must have heard the footstep and is able to goo DaSnaksta, and that could be the decider. It's 3.5 minutes remaining, and the lock is broken. Belt and Disc. DaSnaksta's got to work from 0 again. Armor going to Disc as well, and then the shock rifle off of the table also. 3 minutes, and Disc comes up with a spectacular play of using sound to know where DaSnaksta was and then dropping the goo bomb right at his feet. The booger kill is true. DaSnaksta trying to hit those headshots to get the belt off of Disc, and then he can go in. He's got nothing to his name right now, just 100 health in this gun. Explodes to the combo. If you're DaSnaksta, you're really not feeling good right now.
I mean, that's the thing. The goo gun's kind of like the Ripper, especially on a map like this. As you see the Ripper shards start flying, Disc looking to pick up this belt, but it's one of those guns on these tight maps that you can utilize to immediately break map control if you hit that Hail Mary shot, which he did with the goo gun.
Oh yeah.
It's also one of those shots that when you get hit by it, it's very demoralizing.
Yeah, it's a bad manners gun. I mean, it is viable in a situation like that where you do an all or nothing type play, because if he had missed, he would have been flacked in the face and been dead. And DaSnaksta would have just continued his reign of terror. Instead, it happened to pay off. DaSnaksta loses everything and the belt. So, Disc, I mean, it's one of those things, you know, what happens if that didn't happen? You know, is this map going to go the other way? Anyway, there's 2 minutes remaining. DaSnaksta can bring it back. Maybe not after that kill. He had headshot the belt off of Disc, but now it might be too late.
And I think you're seeing something here that Disc is absolutely relying on the shock rifle, and that is a gun. As you see him pick up 2 opportunistic kills in a row there, with the combo and then the spawn kill to basically strengthen his hold on this map. And a nice flat cannon kill. He's looking for another. And Disc just on fire here. Asserting his control. Easily going to win this. Hits the drop shot. Wow, how did he not die there?
DaSnaksta had to choose a direction to launch the rockets without killing himself and chose wrong.
It seemed like he fell onto his flak secondary.
Yeah, that was insane.
But I was going to say, I feel like DaSnaksta really needs to make a conscious effort to keep the shock rifle out of Disc's hand moving forward in this matchup. I mean, it's only 1 map loss. It's a best of 5. He's got to win 3. So, you know, it wouldn't be an easy task, but certainly can come back in this matchup. Got to keep the shock out of Disc's hand.
Yeah, DaSnaksta actually calling the GG. So I think we might move on to map 2. 35 seconds remaining anyway. They may, I don't know if they're going to play it out or not, but Ooh, he's coming up with the booger gun. Wants to get the style kill. I think Spheres, though, this is, you know, you gotta be worried for DaSnaksta now, because this is the map that he felt was probably his best bet to win. He loses it, but now he's got to go to Spheres, which is d1sc's first pick. And then if he loses both these maps, I mean, you could still technically win. You can definitely still win the best of 5 if you take it all the way. But, you know, if you lose 2 maps in a row, you're not feeling so hot going into the 3rd map.
Yeah, you never want to be in do or die mode. You don't want to be on match point on a map. It's such a long road back from that. Let's take a look at some of the plays that we saw in this first map of a best of 5. d1sc hitting a nice combo there. Again, showing how important the shock rifle is. Jumping over top of the rockets, that movement by d1sc. You know,
yeah.
Another... it's a byproduct of his being a flag runner. You know, we talked about it before the match started, being so savvy with your movement. You know, almost to the BT level.
Yep. Okay, so they actually clicked in and then they rejoined because Paco said wait. So I think they actually have to restart the server, or there's a bug. I don't know.
Oh, my apologies.
It's all right.
These guys are raring to go. I mean, I guess I can understand. I mean, it is a best of 5. They got a lot of games to potentially play here.
Are you playing replays?
Yeah, I was playing a few, but we're back now.
No, you can go ahead. I think they're going to wait for you now.
I'm in. I am in the server. So again, this is d1sc's pick, his first map pick, his go-to map. He just won DaSnaksta's first pick, basically, his go-to map. So in the driver's seat so far in this matchup as what, I don't know, would you consider him the underdog in this game? I don't think either one of us really... I mean, I thought DaSnaksta would take it in 4, but I mean now that prediction is basically thrown out the window with that win by d1sc.
Yeah, definitely. I think DaSnaksta now has an uphill battle. I think DaSnaksta was still on. I think d1sc was still the underdog coming into this one because of the play-in seedings. But nice combo from d1sc. I'm gonna start off with him. He's in the blue trunks, and DaSnaksta's in your red. DaSnaksta's gonna get the belt and the armor, but no guns to his name. d1sc has done massive amounts of damage, peppering DaSnaksta from everywhere. d1sc has 3 health, trying to take pot shots at that enforcer against a minigun that rips away his life. d1sc decides to go quiet as DaSnaksta gets the thigh pads and a little bit of health stacked back up. d1sc trying to get over here to these health packs, gets them. That combo, I think, would have killed DaSnaksta, but DaSnaksta coming in with a flat cannon for first blood. Sees d1sc, trying to pepper him. 28 on d1sc. Underneath DaSnaksta deciding not to go full aggro and come down. He decided to stay up there with the minigun. 47 on d1sc. DaSnaksta's in position. This armor jumps away from that combo. Wasn't popped anyway. Whoa, that flank. Secondary. 43 on d1sc. He's going to win the belt. DaSnaksta is still with the minigun. Deciding it's what he wants to use. The minigun switch and then Ripper versus minigun. Pulse from DaSnaksta to finish it off. d1sc going down, spawning at the shock rifle. DaSnaksta still at 59, so he wasn't hurt too bad, but 2 primaries from the shock rifle is going to drive it to 2-1.
I think he may have angered d1sc with all that minigun usage. He just brute forced him with those 2 primaries. That's a double tap. But DaSnaksta in the lead. To start d1sc's map choice is d1sc is going to get the armor and back off wisely as DaSnaksta coming out with that Hail Mary goose shot.
Yeah.
Here comes the pulse, and he's absolutely favoring this pulse minigun.
Oh, good presence of mind from d1sc to switch to the rockets to take down that pulse. The enforcer kill, though. They're gonna race for this belt. The piston up is gonna win it, as DaSnaksta opted to go for the pulse and do just a little bit of damage with it. He's gonna come in and good presence of mind to pop that bow in the face of DaSnaksta. d1sc's making it a 3-3. We're even up on spheres, and I'm kind of shocked that it's this close on spheres, or maybe DaSnaksta's been practicing this one a lot more than I know. 21 on d1sc. He's got to be careful here.
Well, I think you're seeing a tactical, conscious decision by DaSnaksta to utilize the pulse and the minigun. Oh, well placed combo by DaSnaksta that catches Disc. Extremely wounded, coming up the elevator. And now he's isolated in the pit. This could turn into another easy frag. Disc is stuck with just an enforcer, desperately juking for dear life, and finally loses it to the flat cannon. Gets a fortuitous spawn up high, though.
Yeah, almost getting away. Disc, he's showing off his movement. Whoa, the booger kill. That's close. That's real close. Actually going to zone. Wow, a direct rocket. He's not even going to take the belt off. What's up with that? 11:50. And we got a close game, 5-3. DaSnaksta thinking about going in there with the pulse. It was a green-on-green violent weapon attack, but deciding that he doesn't want to go through a little corridor against the booger gun.
Yeah, it was a really great play by Disc, again showing off his savvy movement to pick up that belt. Again, he lost a lot of it, but still a winning engagement for him.
Wow, they didn't hit anything against each other. DaSnaksta using fancy footwork to hop over those rockets. There's the primary hit on DaSnaksta. He's hit twice. Hits the armor, but he doesn't want to die. It is so close, staying alive.
Yeah, down to 23 HP, forced it down low, picking up that sniper rifle and a vial, and then backtracking. Looking for the health packs. He's going to find them. Meanwhile, Disc has closed the distance on him and catches him searching for that health. Smart on Disc to pick up that easy, opportunistic frag there.
Yep, DaSnaksta staying alive off of the spawn, though, is good. He's going to see the belt taken, know the time, but now Disc has his chance to own this map. Armor does go to DaSnaksta. DaSnaksta comes up close with a minigun, somehow doesn't die to these rockets. They're just over his head. Gets himself the flak. See if he can escape out of here alive. Disc, I thought, was going to all in there. Thought better of it. Dead opts to just zone DaSnaksta away. Armor going to DaSnaksta again. Disc is underneath belt. That's close. That's not good for Disc. He's switching to rockets. Does a little bit of damage. Pulse comes out. Pulse first minigun. They're going to stay and take this aim duel. DaSnaksta's going to win it with 49 health.
Just barely. And a lot of that comes down to that ping differential, really, especially in a duel using the pulse and the minigun, or pulse on pulse, that type of thing. And it's an extremely close game, but DaSnaksta really back up against the wall after losing Codex. Gonna pull out all the stops to try to pick up this win here on Spheres.
Yeah, that minigun doing damage to Discs. Drops him down to 32. He's back up to 72 after taking.
Disc playing really smart, though. Good job of controlling the belt, backing off when he's wounded, as he is now. And kind of with the passive style of DaSnaksta, he kind of knows that he's not going to force the issue too much.
Wow.
And actually, as soon as I say that, Disc, a little bit of a mistake there, getting too close to that minigun. But that's a great combo by him to take off the belt. Yeah,
that's good. DaSnaksta down low with the sniper rifle now. I'm sure he didn't want to lose his stack right there. He gets hit again. He's at 75 with armor. Disc, on the other hand, takes thigh pads and wants to challenge for this belt. It's up! DaSnaksta was setting up a trap, but gets hit by a combo as Disc was late for it. DaSnaksta
look at
opting
that.
to give up the belt to go for armor, and he may lose both. No, he takes the armor. Okay, he's back.
That was a perfect play by Disc. He saw the belt was up, but knew that DaSnaksta was making a move for the armor. Perfectly placed combo to prevent him from getting the armor, and then he gets the belt. So just, Disc showing that he knows how to duel, and as soon as I say that, DaSnaksta whipping out the aim with the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Drops Disc in 2 shots.
Good combo control, takes down Disc again. 10-5. And the map I had predicted to go to Disc might go to DaSnaksta. 11-5. And
so just when you
Codex
thought Disc was going to claw back into this game, you see DaSnaksta using that brute force with the sniper rifle, which is kind of the hallmark of this map. It's so easy to get when you don't have control. Just drop down low, pick it up. A couple of shots, and as soon as I say that, Disc answers with some sniper of his own to deny the belt, which is up. And hits it again! Wow, the mid-air shot on DaSnaksta, who was pistoning up. A smart move by him, and Disc will get the armor as well.
Yeah, he gets hit by 1 rocket there, grabbing the armor. I think he's going to want to take this fight because he's down 11-7. He's get hit by 2 rockets, but he's got plenty of stack, and he's got DaSnaksta kind of locked on this corner of the map. He's actually underneath the lift. He's in all sorts of trouble. Makes it out of there, and wow, he's going to live. 93 health on Disc. Actually, 73 before he picked up health packs after that engagement. Armor going to Disc. DaSnaksta miraculous survival after being stuck in a hole down in the well.
And it's kind of surprising because Disc, I mean, you see him make a great shot like that, and he's had so many kind of heroic type plays, but he still trails in this game. DaSnaksta being quite methodical and trying to pick up this map win to even it up. One map apiece. Forcing the issue, though, is Disc. Denies the armor, picks up the frag. He's brought it within 2.
Yep.
And this is still winnable by Disc.
Oh, absolutely. 6.5 minutes remaining. Plenty of time to come back. This is a very close map. This is not a blowout by any means. Disc has a very good stack. Belt and then 145 health underneath it. That combo wasn't able to be shot. Would have done some damage to DaSnaksta. Disc was falling out of here, but now DaSnaksta underneath sniper lift. Disc getting the armor again. Is going to move over toward Belt to get control of that area. DaSnaksta gets out of the lower area, comes up to Shock. These gentlemen may fight over this next belt. I think Disc is going to get it, but DaSnaksta wants to do some damage. There's 2 shots! Disc goes for it and gets it. He got down to 78, but he's got the refreshed belt.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because
that's what DaSnaksta was fighting for too. That was what everything was about, was getting him that armor, and then he blows up on it.
And that's the thing. I feel like that was kind of a wasted engagement on the belt. He took a couple of pot shots, dropped part of the belt off, and then Disc just collects a fresh one, and then lines up that prediction combo on the armor.
Yeah,
I think DaSnaksta probably would have been better off just making a beeline for the armor, just completely conceding the belt to Disc.
Nice.
But as soon as I say that, it's a nice rocket. Oh, Disc narrowly dodges the spawn kill rockets, but he's cornered here with just the Enforcer and pays for it with his life. DaSnaksta clinging to a 3-frag lead here.
Yep. Oh my gosh, Disc got the shock rifle earlier than DaSnaksta thought he could, and DaSnaksta was just a bit late for the spawn frag on it. Gives up a life on that one.
Bit of luck for Disc there to get that fortuitous spawn, and he comes out, picks up the belt as a result, and now he's going to get himself the armor, too.
Yeah. DaSnaksta, I think with the belt engagement, it was what he needed to... I think his plan was to make Disc worried about him. There's an engagement here, and actually, DaSnaksta is going to kill Disc after the fully stacked belt. Isn't going to keep him safe. He may get this kill. Yes, he does. DaSnaksta didn't have any life at all.
A chance for the spawn kill. Pulls out the shock rifle. Smart there. Probably not going to hit him from that distance with the rocket. Looking for this armor. DaSnaksta going aggro, contesting with the pulse. Brings him down to 15 HP, and Disc ties it up with that, but just barely.
Yeah, 14-14. This next frag is going to be huge. It's going to go to DaSnaksta. Armor came up. Disc opts to go low for the sniper rifle. DaSnaksta with the belt now. Gets hit by 1 sniper bullet. The armor here. Refresh that belt. Disc opting to grab the thigh pads. DaSnaksta letting him live. He's got a 1 frag lead underneath him. This is a tricky spot for both players because it's easier to hit the sniper headshot from above, but it's also easier to combo from below.
Yeah, and with the
DaSnaksta getting out with the flick headshot. Possible kill here. Nope. Disc is able to get away quickly to that shock rifle. Disc going aggro there. Gets hit with the headshot. 17-14. He may be feeling rushed. He's going in again against this belt. All ins to DaSnaksta, but then dies before doing too much damage. He's going to go for belt. He missed his piston, I'm going to guess. Oh, no. The direct rockets, and now DaSnaksta is awarded with the belt. And this could go DaSnaksta's way after this string of frags. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
And just like that, what was a basically tied game turns into a 5-frag lead for DaSnaksta as he took advantage of a little bit of luck that went his way. But I think you pointed out, Disc kind of went aggro there after losing 2-3 frags in a row when maybe he probably shouldn't have, but...
Yeah, I guess he was feeling rushed. He felt like he had to go in because time was running out. 2014. He wasn't that far behind, but he's that behind now. Belt and then a kill for Disc. This is Disc's time to come back. He's got the armor. He's got the weapons.
DaSnaksta taking a little bit of splash damage. He got the pads and the flak on the spawn. He's going to look to contest this next belt. A Disc being smart, trying to close the distance. He's got that pulse out.
Oh, he's going to fight
DaSnaksta retreating.
DaSnaksta actually switching to the shock rifle because he didn't think Disc was going to go so aggro, and that's going to give up that frag. 81, Disc is going in again. Gets this mini. He fancies this, but he's going to die to that minigun aim duel. 35 health was left on DaSnaksta.
That's unfortunate. Disc was counting on that armor to spawn. Unfortunately, mistimed it by about a fraction of a second. And ultimately dies as a result, which gives it to DaSnaksta, but is able to pick up the belt on the spawn. He's got about a minute and a half to work with. It's doable, but it's going to have to come in a flurry, and it's going to have to start soon.
Belt on Disc now. So DaSnaksta unable to get Disc away from that belt. And armor on Disc. So DaSnaksta opting to just give up this stuff and not press the issue, and hoping that time with this 1 minute 14 seconds remaining is going to be all he needs to keep this alive. It's up to Disc to go aggro and make these frags now. He's got to go all in on these. DaSnaksta doing a good job of trying to stay away. 1 minute warning goes off. Direct rockets is going to take the belt off of Disc. He did not want that because he wants to go all in and make these frags. Hits one sniper bullet. DaSnaksta went all the way down to 33, but I think DaSnaksta's feeling good. He's going to feel a lot happier with this map than Codex, that's for sure. 21-16, and I think we're going to a map 3 tied up 1-1. 1 health on DaSnaksta after that combo. Gives up the belt, but that's okay. 30 seconds. I don't think Disc can come back now unless there's some magical wizardry about to happen.
Yeah, at this point, DaSnaksta has it locked up. Both players winning their opponent's respective first map picks. Not how either of us would have expected this game to start, but quite compelling. And the next map, I believe, will be I heard
Agony.
Agony, and then Malevolence, and if needed, it will be Phobos as the ultimate tiebreaker on a best of 5 here in the semifinals for the Duel or Die tournament. Great showing by both of these players so far. Still a lot more to be seen here. At least 2 more maps to come.
Yep, that was a great game. Well played by both players. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be, and a lot closer than we saw in the last duel on Spheres. So props to DaSnaksta to bring it back to 1-1. We're going to see Agony next, and I think Agony can go either way, because both of these players have shown that they can control the map, and that's what Agony is all about. So, you want to show some replays while we change the map?
Yeah, it's a good idea to show a couple of replays, and also I think I might take myself a little bit of a bathroom break, and we'll be ready to go for map 3 of this best of 5.
All right, I'll tell him to hang on. Oh yeah, I'm pumped. Rawr. Alright guys, if you're wondering what's going on, this is going to be map 3 of Duel or Die, DaSnaksta versus Disc. Pretty good matches so far. And this is going to be the semifinals for this one. Whoever wins this one's going on to the finals. And we're going to wait on Blackout versus Bleh to get the next finalist. That's going to happen waiting on Mess to come back from the bathroom. We're going to continue this map number 3. I'm thinking this one could go either way. Agony is definitely a control map. Both these players have the ability to take this. Just saying it's snowing outside or something and he's freezing. Wow, is it really snowing in England? I actually don't know anything about England. So, thanks guys for tuning in. About to see Agony. Map we've seen A lot of clutch moments on.
All right, I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Yeah, buddy. All right, players are ready. Here's the click in. Disc is going to be your blue player. DaSnaksta is going to be the red guy. We're going to come in on Agony, and then we're going to have at least one map after that one. I'm going to start off with DaSnaksta. He's underneath the belt, pistons up, grabs it immediately after picking up the minigun, and go back. Make sure to grab the vials. A lot of vials are going to play a big part of this map in being able to stack up. We're going to see players stacked up all the way very quickly. 140 health on DaSnaksta. He's going to assume that armor is gone as he hears the shock rifle go off from Disc inside the armor room. Nice prediction here. DaSnaksta's going to go aggro a bit with the flak. This Disc coming in with the shock. DaSnaksta down to 66. Armor comes up. He's going to challenge for it, and he's going to explode right in front of DaSnaksta, or Disc. And Disc gets a double kill as his aim is true. And this is going to start with DaSnaksta down 2-0 in the beginning of the map. Possibly 3-0 here as the combo doesn't pop. It doesn't pop the second time either. He dies right before he can pull the trigger. And there's another kill from DaSnaksta.
Just like that.
2-2.
Ties it up, and he's got the belt as well. And he takes the lead with that frag right there. 3 quick frags in a row. And map control for DaSnaksta. And a nice prediction combo there as well. Makes it 4 in a row for him. Looking for a 5th, but the flak cannon rips that belt right off of DaSnaksta's body. But another well-placed combo. Picks up the frag, and DaSnaksta, a flurry of frags here to make it 5-2.
There's 6 as DaSnaksta is on point with his combos here. He knew he could take that fight. He knew he could stay in that battle with Disc at the armor ramp there to get that kill. As it looked like Disc was just wearing him down, but he had such a stack that he knew he could stay there. Armor is on DaSnaksta now. He's underneath belt as he wants to challenge for this. I don't know if Disc has time on it. He's not even here. Disc is actually opting to be up above armor. Hoping to trade that out, but the DaSnaksta had taken that right before he took belt. So it's not up yet. It's actually going to have to wait a bit longer. Belt, though, is gone after direct rockets to the, I guess, the ground. Armor going to Disc as well as the health packs. He's going to get himself a shock. So, great play at staying alive versus a higher stacked player on Agony. And it is kind of even on the stacks. DaSnaksta had dropped all the way down to 83, back up to 100. 93 on Disc, but he's got armor. Fixing to pick it up again, he gets it again. 2-6. Disc is the one who wants to fight. Whoa, the flak cannon missing at point blank range. Rocket's doing a little bit of damage. Combo not finishing off DaSnaksta as DaSnaksta escapes with 23 health. Heads back to armor.
You see that defensive play by DaSnaksta playing the odds, knows that as much as he wants that belt down to 23 HP, has to concede it to Disc. He's got the lead, though, by 4 frags, so he can afford to make that decision. And now at this point, Disc needs to force the issue. He's got him cornered. He's got to be smart here. He knows he has a flag. Can't just walk right into it. Connects with that combo there. Bring it within 3, collects the armor, so nice job of map and power-up control by Disc so far. He's going to run around and take the pads and the sniper as well.
Yep, 6-3 is your score line. Disc is now in control. DaSnaksta's kind of the one on the run. Disc a while to get that frag over by that Ripper area, but Disc patient enough to not charge in and take damage and got the frag. Takes a little bit off of that flak secondary, and there's another one. Disc is just zoning off this half of the map away from the belt. Gonna grab another fresh one. He's at 120 health underneath all of that. Armor's going to DaSnaksta right now. DaSnaksta taking a sniper bullet, and then another one to the head, and it's 6-4. And DaSnaksta wants to stay disappeared for at least a little while until you can get something where the belt and the armor sync up or something like that, and then he can get back in this game. He also needs weapons. He's only got a minigun right now. He's actually hanging around near the belt because he knows Disc shouldn't be over here because belt's not up yet. Grabbing the flat cannon.
This is one thing DaSnaksta is quite good at, is picking and choosing his battles until he's willing to strike and force the issue and hopefully regain map control.
Oh, man.
As that was actually a smart engagement for DaSnaksta, but unfortunately loses it to Disc, and it turns into 3, the multi-kill and the belt win. Beautiful engagement by Disc, and that gives him the lead.
Yeah, and that gives him monster map control because DaSnaksta now has nothing after all the vials and everything that he'd been eating up for that while to stand in his ground in front of the belt. Doesn't pay off. DaSnaksta going to give up another frag here, I think. He actually gets the belt off of Disc, which is good. He's going to knock this down to 23. He really wants that frag. He needed to get that to make things a little bit easier for him, but it's 8-5. Disc is going to get this armor. He's spamming his rockets to keep DaSnaksta back. He's going to grab the armor and then drop down to 48 now after a combo. Disc using fancy footwork to stay alive. 8-5. Definitely anybody's game. 9-20. Disc low health with armor. DaSnaksta making his way to belt, and I think this is his. It is. So DaSnaksta can use this to get back in the game.
He's got 145 HP as well. Good stack for him. He's had a dry spell. I mean, we saw him rattle off 5. Whoa, narrowly misses the rockets as he's going to take the armor and use a little bit of defensive shock rifle to keep Disc away from him.
Yep, he's got armor. He's got all the stack in the world right now. Just using that minigun to eat away at Disc's health. Disc is going to have to back off, grab the thigh pads, the sniper rifle, and that health. He's at 100 with 50. And see if DaSnaksta can squeeze this map and get himself some frags in the back of the game.
Well, it's interesting. We saw him have a bit of a drought to start, and then he rattled off 5 frags in a row. So he's certainly capable of doing it. Just kind of needs the opportunity. But that's the thing with his style of play. He has to bide his time.
Disc is in position for this belt. He's actually deciding to fight instead of going for it. I don't know if he knew it was up or not, but he's going to get the frag and the belt now. As DaSnaksta really wanted to push his way in there using a superior stack, but nice play from Disc to get that frag using well-placed rockets to get his opponent away, and he's going to get both the armor and the belt. And he may run this map 9-5 here on Agony. He's got
Disc
7.
kind of lucked out there a little bit. He, like you said, he probably should have taken the belt initially and kind of fell off and gave up position to DaSnaksta, who also didn't take the belt, but the combo connects for Disc. Gets the belt, has map control again, and now up by 4. But has to be careful. Again, DaSnaksta went on a 5-frag run in about a minute's time earlier in this very map, so it is very possible for him to regain control.
Yep. Belt gone off of Disc. DaSnaksta is in position for this next one. Disc down to 96. Not connecting with the pulse. He's down to 24, grabs health, comes back up at 64. He's low. He's going to give up the area.
Looks like Disc is lagging a little bit. I'm not sure if you're seeing that from your perspective as well.
A bit. A bit more than he was last map for sure. His ping is 108.
He's backing away now down to 35 HP. Wisely, DaSnaksta's pursuing, but pays for it, loses his belt. Nice defensive combos from Disc. DaSnaksta not going to force the issue through that choke point. Opts to come from below.
Oh, those bullets not connecting for DaSnaksta. DaSnaksta dies to the AoE from the combo.
Disc commies himself with the rocket launcher on the wall by the armor after they get the frag.
DaSnaksta had spawned above him and looked at his exploding body. I think everybody was confused about what just happened. I didn't actually catch it. Disc going down to DaSnaksta's rocket launcher right there. Another spawn. Disc could be repaying that multi-kill from earlier. Doesn't happen. Oh, DaSnaksta messes up his piston going for a belt. That means he lost a little bit of health. Disc isn't there to capitalize on that mistake. I'm going to guess Disc only had 1 rocket left. Ouch. Rocket to the face. 23 on Disc. He's going to want to back off of this and stay alive. He's going to grab armor. So, not too bad. 9-6. Disc still in the lead.
And again, these two are knotted up 1 map apiece in a best of 5. Either of these guys needs 2 more map wins to sew this up and move into the grand finals for this tournament.
Oh my god. That direct combo is going to eliminate DaSnaksta out of this map. Disc said he is lagging a bit, but he's going to have armor here. trying to back off out of this one, stay alive. He's at 0 health as he's trying to back up out of there. DaSnaksta getting that frag back. But now the map is basically even again because both players had recently died. DaSnaksta has the guns, but not the health.
And Disc is going to get himself the belt. A little bit lucky on the spawn. The spawn on this side of the map had a general idea that the belt was going to be up. And he does pick it up. So now he moves around to pick up the armor as well to keep that out of DaSnaksta's hand.
Man.
But all he has is a Ripper. So all this stack may not matter. DaSnaksta's got him cornered. He finally finds the rocket launcher. Finds him.
Disc is escaping with the spiral rocket attacks. Oh no, there's going to be another frag for DaSnaksta. Surely DaSnaksta on the lookout for another spawn, but there's not one. 9-10. Disc slowly bleeding frags at 4:30 remaining on Agony. You got to say that, I mean, Disc has had some amazing escapes because on DaSnaksta's point of view, those spiral rockets were coming right at his face, and he had to miss his combo in order to jump out of the way.
Oh, man, no doubt. There has definitely been a lot of escape artism shown from Disc. A little bit of luck as well as he's trying to show that again with the belt right up in his face with that flat cannon backing away. But 2 quick sniper shots connects, and then the spawn kill by the flak. DaSnaksta gets the double kill, turns it into 3 in a row, and he now has a 2-frag lead.
Yeah, possibly 4 here. Disc has nothing. The flak cannon is going to eat his face away. 10-13, and it's possibly another one coming in for DaSnaksta, and it's a reverse of Agony.
Serious bad luck there for Disc, but very nicely played by DaSnaksta to take advantage of the opportunities given to him by those spawns. And like we said, just a flurry of frags from DaSnaksta when he had the chance. I mean, he just waited to strike.
Yep. DaSnaksta missing a combo there that would have killed. Gonna get the secondary one armor off
Back
the table
off
now.
and take the belt. There it is.
Yeah, DaSnaksta now has the lock on this map.
And this is where you'll see him shine. Now that he has a bit of a comfortable lead, and he has strong map and power-up control. But at this point, Disc, I mean, with 3 minutes remaining, he certainly has the capability of stealing this back. He can do exactly what DaSnaksta did to him. Get himself a quick frag and hope for some fortuitous spawn kills to run off 2 or 3 frags in a row.
Yeah, and it can go back the other way. I mean, Disc can definitely get 3 spawn frags right in a row and bring himself back in this game. 2 minutes, 41 seconds. You can do it on Agony. It's just DaSnaksta, if he plays it right, won't give these up. So he's zoning everything, zoning Disc away from the belt. Disc is going to get the armor right now, so he's got it. I don't know if he's going to challenge for this belt. Belt's gone. Disc didn't hear it. He's all the way across the map near rockets. He's going to have 150 armor, though, after he picks up these thighs. 170 stack underneath that belt on DaSnaksta, so Disc has quite a bit of work to do and only 2 minutes to do it in.
And it's not surprising to see DaSnaksta trying to be elusive here, showing his disciplined nature as a veteran dueler. Gets a little bit of intel, but does expose himself, misses the retreating combos. Disc, it looks like he's wisely trying to position himself to pick up this next belt.
Yeah, but it may be too late. He's down 5 frags, and DaSnaksta wants nothing to do with getting in his face. Actually, nice primary there from the shock rifle. 10-15. I'm gonna say we're gonna see Disc going all in here in just a minute. Disc does go on the challenge for this belt. He's gonna die though to DaSnaksta's plasma rifle. Belt going to DaSnaksta, and Disc I think is gonna call the GG after that one. 7 frags in 1 minute and 15 seconds, and Disc does call the GG.
Yeah, and I think
for Agony.
You know, that was another case of DaSnaksta just playing very disciplined, waiting for the opening, and then taking it when it appeared. You know, taking advantage of those easy spawn kills when they, you know, kind of dropped right in his lap after some of those frags. And
yeah,
you know, now he takes the map lead after losing his first map pick to start this match. So he's got to be feeling a lot better now. You know, 2 maps in a row on the way. He's basically on match point now, and he's 1 map win.
And I figured Agony could go either way, and I actually thought it was going to be Disc's map map in the beginning. Codex, though, was a surprising going to Disc, being that DaSnaksta's best map. And you know what? DaSnaksta surprised me on Spheres, as I had called that one for Disc. So going to map 4, match point for DaSnaksta. I was going to point something out and I completely forgot it. Dang it! Malevolence.
It's been a long day.
The next map. It has been. It's been fun, though. Had some fun times.
Yeah, absolutely. Great game so far. Potentially 1 map left, potentially 3 maps left. We don't know how it's going to go. Disc, if he wants to win this, is going to have to win 2 in a row.
Yeah, Disc can take 2 more. If he takes Malevolence,
Excuse me, no,
Phobos.
1 map or maybe 2 maps.
Yep, 1 or 2. Because Phobos would be the last one if Disc wins Malevolence. And I always have trouble when both players have the same starting letter in their name. What's up with that? DaSnaksta Disc. But yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. The Agony spawn kills. You can, like, it looks like, oh, that's just OP. You know, it got a multi-kill DaSnaksta, and then DaSnaksta got 5 in a row. But you also have to practice all that beforehand. You need to know the spawns of the map, and you need to know. Are you ready, Mess?
Oh, I'm ready to rock. Let's do it.
Oops. We ready. Good luck, have fun. So yeah, if you don't practice those spawn kills, you're not going to know. You're going to hear it, but you're not going to know where to place your combo, because you need that combo already in the air, already on its way. I'm going to start off with the DaSnaksta. He's going to spawn over here at Shock Rifle. He's going to be late to armor. He's going to want to hit him on the way out. Disc actually going to go aggro with the pulse. The DaSnaksta wants none of it and jumps back to thigh pads. He's going to get himself the flat cannon. 69 health on the DaSnaksta. And we're on map 4, Malevolence. It's been a good matchup between these two guys. Real fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've gotten to the nitty-gritty. We're down to the final 4. These guys are the best that's left in the tournament, and they're showing why so far. Pretty hungry as DaSnaksta picks up the opening frag. Again, he's on match point. If he wins this map, he has a spot in the grand finals of this tournament.
Yep. And correct me if I'm wrong. Ooh, he spies Disc hiding right there. Disc trying to jump away. Pulse on pulse battle. It's pulse on pulse violence. DaSnaksta is going to win it after doing damage with the flat cannon in the beginning, as Disc was trying to take a cheeky trap on top of DaSnaksta. DaSnaksta doing damage with the pulse to flak, or flak to pulse, I'm sorry. Sniper rifle not connecting here. But I was going to say, I think Disc has taken the beginning frags in all the maps so far. Is that right? I think so. Could be wrong. Nice combo from DaSnaksta. Prediction. Actually runs away from that armor, opting to try and get a kill instead. Trying to surprise Disc here. Disc is not there. That means DaSnaksta has to fall back to this armor area. Yep, Disc is already there.
It's a good pickup by Disc, but DaSnaksta was already in position to contest it. It's ring around the rosy. He's got him cornered.
Oh no, is he going to get away? He's still up in this corner, getting up the health, dancing around the pole. Stays alive for an impressive amount of time. That rocket, wow, he almost flew out of the map. DaSnaksta.
Looking for a flashback there is somehow DaSnaksta survives that rocket. He's got 61 HP. Retakes the armor.
Yep, DaSnaksta again with the mean green machine. Gets himself another frag.
We're seeing him play really confidently, kind of taking some aggressive routing through the map. But this is a spawn. Oh, wow.
Oh, the spawn, what? I'm going to call Haxors on that one.
And already you see DaSnaksta starting to run away with this one. And like I said, he's moving fluidly through the map, controlling all of the important weapons in that pulse. Lethal as he catches Disc going for the armor. So not only has Disc not really been able to get control of armor, he can't really get a great weapon to contest what DaSnaksta has.
Yeah. 8-0 now. I mean, it's only 12 minutes into this, and we've seen a 12 frag comeback.
That's true, we have.
So don't count him out now. This is, as long as Disc keeps his wits about him, he can take this map. We've seen
gotta
worse
show a
comebacks.
little mental and testicular fortitude to get back in this game. But DaSnaksta is smothering. Absolutely will not let Disc get a piece of that armor.
No, Disc can't get anything. He gets the sniper rifle only to die, and then DaSnaksta just seems to be everywhere.
That's the thing. I really like his aggressive routing on this map. He's not content to just, I'll take a leisurely route through the map to make sure I get armor and maybe pads. He's swooping up everything. All the important guns, the sniper, the flak, the shot, the rockets, and he's taking the armor as soon as Disc goes for it. There he is again, looking for that armor, but DaSnaksta there in time to contest, picks up the frag and the armor.
Oh no, Disc is here again wanting the sniper rifle. DaSnaksta seems to know where he's at. Clairvoyance on this guy. The spawn near the rockets is not going to help Disc out. This could be a 13-0. Disc trying to do at least more damage before he dies. Actually escapes for now. DaSnaksta knows he's low and just continues the aggression. And this is different than what we've seen from DaSnaksta in the previous maps. He's not playing to hide. He's playing to go in all in everywhere in front of Disc's face and not letting him catch his breath as he gets another frag. It's 13 to -1. Disc dying to rocket splash from himself and another post kill.
I think that's shown the adaptability of DaSnaksta, knowing what sort of style he needs to employ for a certain map, for a certain player, for a certain situation. And right now, he realizes that, you know, not only is Disc on the back foot just because he has the map advantage, but also this style of map, it really dictates that he pushed the ping issue against Disc. Just be very aggressive. He's up the pace here immensely. This is the fastest we've seen DaSnaksta play.
Oh, absolutely. I've never seen DaSnaksta this aggro. He's still got 98 health. He's got plenty of armor. He's just going to duck back and grab this here. Now he's playing kind of like the tactician that I so named him before, because he's...
Yeah, he can back off the gas a little bit now that he has this kind of a lead. But it was absolutely the pace that he was playing that got him to this point.
Yeah, ooh, Disc trying to go aggro here. I mean, but do you back off the pace? Do you just stay completely aggro until it stops working? I
to
mean,
a certain
maybe
extent,
after a
yes.
while.
You don't want to get careless with your engagements, which that's the thing he's not doing. If he takes some damage, he backs off, goes and collects some health, as he's doing now.
Oh!
But look at Disc being smart to force the issue. That was actually a good play by Disc to try to go for that kill as DaSnaksta was looking for health, but just lost the fight.
The green battle, DaSnaksta is going to opt to back off. Wow, that rocket was almost going to connect. Health going back to Disc is in the armor area, and DaSnaksta backing off down to the flak elbow to gather some health. Got 89 and some armor on him. Disc, oh my god, Disc only had 5 health after that engagement. Disc... He's scared. He's like looking in every corner because DaSnaksta could be anywhere.
Oh, and so close with that flak. Disc has nothing but a sniper, but he might be in position to actually get himself an armor. He's going to grab some health, but if I know DaSnaksta, he's going to move in and contest. There it is. This armor spawns, and Disc has it for maybe the first time in this map.
I think he's gotten it, but he's died right after. I mean, DaSnaksta had 150, and so he was okay with giving it up. But as long as he got the frag on Disc and he was able to do it. But this is the first one that Disc is going to be able to work with, as he's staying alive. 15 to -1, and DaSnaksta can slow it down now. He's opting to do just that.
And it's getting to the point now where even with 8 minutes left, Disc has to really up the ante. He's got armor now.
Here we go.
He's trying to move in for the initial frag.
He wanted to go all in there. 88. He does. He's going to come in, get the combo, and pop it. That's going to be good for Disc. Disc still has plenty of health at 110. DaSnaksta didn't do too much damage. Now it's his turn to run this map. This is what he needed, just like you were saying. He needs to gather control, and then he needs to start getting the frags. 15-0. Actually has 1 frag because he's on the board.
And this is where you'll likely see DaSnaksta dial it back a little bit. 8 minutes on the clock, realizes that now's the moment where Disc can potentially break it open and mount a comeback. If he can slow the pace down and force Disc to come after him, not only does he buy himself some time to prevent the comeback, but also could potentially pick up defensive kill with Disc kind of going aggro.
Yep. Nice shot from DaSnaksta.
Yeah, just taking a pot shot with the primary there.
Yeah, he's going to opt to give up that armor. It helps to stay alive. That combo is pinpoint accurate, though, from Disc. Good prediction. DaSnaksta is eliminated from the map, and now Disc it's his turn to run this. He's got 7 minutes. He can definitely come back in this one. He's looking for DaSnaksta. He wants the sight of this red enemy. This evil, evil man who's been killing him over and over again is what he wants. He's got armor to his name now. close in fight from DaSnaksta, missing the flak.
Yeah, even though he didn't get any damage there, it's another just... He's picking his engagements and getting them at will. I mean, that's the perfect situation. That close with the flat cannon, just couldn't actually connect in that situation. We've seen a lot of that from DaSnaksta here in this map.
That was dangerous. Disc staying alive. That combo not exploding. Almost hit by the flak. Disc really wants this frag win in. He's actually, DaSnaksta's like, I don't want any part of that armor because I don't want to give up my frags, which is going to win me this game. 6 minutes. Disc is on the hunt for the elusive DaSnaksta. The tactician jumps over that combo and it exploded in the lift. 30 health though on DaSnaksta as he backs off and heads toward Pulse Ridge. He's at 15 health. Disc just needs to finish him off. 15 still. No, those combos didn't connect. He was just out of range. Hops back and lives in thigh pads. A minute, or not a minute, 1 to 15. 5:45 remaining. There's the combo from Disc. There's the connect. Disc hears the spawn, comes in, finds DaSnaksta, but DaSnaksta chose the right route out.
We're seeing some very nice adaptation by DaSnaksta. Good defensive play to force the issue on the Disc. Fully content to just take some shots as Disc comes at him, and he'll even concede the armor because it's not really hard to take that off of him.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with being where Disc is going to be. Disc has the weapons to kill him. Disc's got the armor. So he just needs to keep running. This might be a frag for Disc. DaSnaksta kind of stuck right here. The rockets do finish him off. Disc is going to eat up all these items in here. He's got 6 health. Finds DaSnaksta and a lazy headshot almost. If you watched from Disc's section, or from his point of view, takes down DaSnaksta 4 to 15. It's not impossible to win this map.
And that's the thing. It might, we've seen DaSnaksta dial it back a little bit. I think part of that is because he knows that if he gets caught, Disc can turn it into, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 frags in a row. But at the same time, playing too passively opens the door for Disc to get back in this game. Conceding the armor once again. But I think DaSnaksta kind of has to do that. He's just got to bide his time. He's caught looking for that shock rifle, just the goo. He does some damage, though. But Disc is actually doing a nice job of timing the shock and keeping it out of DaSnaksta's hands.
Yeah, DaSnaksta just using the goo as a runaway weapon. I mean, it's the bad manners goo, but it's... Disc can't run after him and go aggro. Because, I mean, DaSnaksta doesn't have anything. Whoa, the headshot, though. You can't run from that bullet. And that's going to be 15 to 5. 353, and DaSnaksta, how come DaSnaksta only has 21 health? What happened here? Off of the fresh spawn.
Yep. He stubbed his toe.
I guess, I don't know. Anyway, he's gonna grab the sniper rifle, which is a good weapon to have when you're playing Runaway because then you can just snipe and then disappear.
Yep, just kind of take your little peek shots. 3.5 minutes on the clock, down by 10 is Disc, looking to collect this armor and then go on the hunt.
Yeah, he needs to. He's doing now. There's DaSnaksta. Definitely Disc want to take this fight. He doesn't want that to happen, though. The juggle is intense. It's insane. As DaSnaksta takes a frag, Disc only has the bad manners goo gun, and he has to force to leave, and this could be the backbreaker.
That might have been it. I mean, that was the case where, again, DaSnaksta in the better situation. He catches Disc on the elevator with the rocket launcher and just... pinpoint precision with the placement just completely nullifies the stack that Disc had, although again it's only the armor.
The shots don't connect. That surely would have been a kill if any of them had connected. 87 health on DaSnaksta. DaSnaksta in the rocket, or the flak elbow, gets the health up to 100. Comes in with the pulse going aggro. Disc not able to pop his combo in time, and that could be at 2 minutes 30 seconds. This has been an intense matchup in these maps. DaSnaksta actually rocketing himself a little bit. Oops.
Yeah.
But 18-5, it was celebration rockets. That's what they were. And Disc has to go aggro immediately to win this one. I don't think... It may be out of the realm of possibility now, especially if he gives up this frag. Yeah, that might be it. Malevolence going to DaSnaksta.
And that's going to be the match for him. And actually my prediction, assuming this map closes out as we see it now, it will be true. DaSnaksta in 4, despite losing his first pick and perhaps his best map, Codex.
Yeah, and that's quite crazy. I mean, the props to Disc. This put up a really good fight and a really good numbers on all the maps. It's just
yeah, Spheres was really close at one point.
Yeah, and Agony could have gone either way. I mean, it was just happened to be that the person on top at the end of the map time was DaSnaksta, because Disc was in charge of that one for a while. So really good games.
So the hopes for an all-Euro final are now dashed.
Oh.
So we'll be DaSnaksta moving on to the grand finals, and he will await the winner of Bled versus Blackout, a very highly anticipated matchup, which should be coming later on this week. And we'll certainly keep you guys posted on when that's going to happen.
Yeah,
There's the final minute. Garbage time, basically, but again, DaSnaksta, what can you say? Rattling off 3 maps in a row after losing his pick.
Yeah, that guy he's really a veteran player to not let it bother him, especially losing his own pick. Coming back and winning it. I'm sure, but though in Malevolence he felt really good coming into it after winning 2 in a row against his opponent.
Showing some nice adaptation to the way Disc was playing and also to what was working for him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Blackout Bleh match. I mean, Blackout has been surprising everybody, taking down giant names like Fear in the game. So he's been playing out of his mind, especially on Phobos. I don't think we're going to see another Blackout Phobos, though that kind of sucks because it was a treat to watch. I wonder if Bled would play Blackout on deck.
I would love to see it. Hopefully neither one of them would actually eliminate the map. I know he would. I think they had a pretty epic duel in the sniper tourney. There you go, DaSnaksta taking the matchup in 4 maps after losing the first. Disc coming out of the play-in tournament, getting to the Final 4.
Yeah.
Kudos to him,
Yep,
particularly with the ping disadvantage.
Yeah, he played really good, and DaSnaksta moves on to the finals. He must await his opponent. It's either going to be Blackout or Bleh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm pumped.
Not quite sure when that's going to be, but head on over to the website, and you can be kept informed, or certainly just follow the channel. Whenever we're up, we'll be casting that game. So just stay tuned, folks.
Yep. Yeah, if you guys don't know who we are, we're OwnedWell. We capture a lot of Unreal Tournament business. We're going to be moving into Unreal Tournament 4, and we cover some of that during the week. On Tuesdays, we try doing some UT4 duels. It's out on YouTube under OwnedWell if you missed some of the matches or are interested in looking at UT4 coverage. We also do regular random stuff on Saturdays, and looks like we got tournaments going on Sundays, but stay tuned. We're going to try and expand our coverage stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. I mean, we're doing, this is what we're doing now, and we're looking to expand in the future. So hope you guys enjoy what we're doing, and I hope you guys will come on board and grow with us. So
yep.
That's going to do it for us tonight, though. Oh, Paco. A wild Paco appears.
I enjoy what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Man, that was a great game. I want to thank Disc, though, for participating in the tournament. He had some really great showings. I think the comeback against 9, that's going to be one of the things that people look back on and remember. So that was a quick eulogy for Disc. We're pouring some malt liquor because that's what they do in the UK. But, yeah, so it's going to be DaSnaksta against the winner of Blend Blackout. And I feel like I ruined everything because I'm 30 seconds behind. I was listening to the stream, but yes.
All right. I think that's it for us. Unless you guys have anything?
Nope. We will be back on Tuesday night, and yes.
OwnedWell, my friends.